Yes, we're back. We're back again in Train Sim. We're back again for another journey, and this time up in Scotland. And we're going from here in Edinburgh on a trip, as you can see on the front of the train, to Glasgow Queen Street in this lovely Dieselly Class 170. Our journey is going to take us from Waverley to Haymarket, to Falkirk, to Croy, and then finally to Queen Street. What can possibly go wrong? Everything I hear you say. So let's pop inside the train, looking rather nice in here. We've already popped the lights on outside. Let's let our passengers get on board. If you're new to my content, then welcome indeed. Train is normally going out on my YouTube channel every single Wednesday, starting from OMSI on a Monday, on a Friday alternating between firm bus and tourist bus, and on a Saturday currently some farming and flight, again alternating, and on a Sunday some trucking. So plenty of content from me. It's not just trains, however. Yeah, I'm a bit of a train geek. Okay, so yes, a fairly lengthy journey ahead of us. Hopefully we will be fine as far as traffic's concerned. Train ready to set off at 15:30. We've got the all clear. It's in forward. Let's give it some power and move ourselves off. Looking rather nice in here. Hopefully we're going to switch rails, otherwise it's going to end badly for the HST in front of us. No, I think we're okay. So Haymarket is the first stop. Back it off a little bit. So yes, definitely a fan of a diesel, and I do like a DMU. Let's increase that volume a little bit. So we've got a single yellow, which means we need to be prepared to stop, ready for the next one, which should be just down here. So yeah, most of the content I do, if you are new to the content, is pretty much the UK. I do chuck some other stuff in there as well, but I sort of slightly, maybe a little bit, know the UK stuff a little bit, and it helps geographically to know where you are, and it's the signalling system is the thing for me. So another single yellow as we come out of here. Train looking rather nice, weather looking rather nice. Another 170 coming in. It looks like it could be a bit stop-starty before we leave Haymarket. But hopefully okay. So 35 limit coming up. And see if we get a green around here. That's showing red. Can't quite see my one yet. Yeah, we're showing a red. Okay. So we'll slow ourselves down. Okay, we've got a yellow. So we're definitely following something. We'll see what that is. Hopefully by going a little bit slower, which we shouldn't really be doing, it'll get a chance to get away from us a little bit. So through the tunnel. Okay, another red coming up just down here. I didn't really want to be stopping in the tunnel, but if that's got to be, that's got to be. Let's see if we can creep our way forward rather than come to a complete stop that I've just done. So yeah, train something that I've been putting out on the YouTube channel for quite a while now, and something that I also stream once a week on Twitch. every Whaleway Wednesday. And definitely up there with just one of those really relaxing sims to be spending time in. I just love the variety of different lines, of different trains that you can get yourself in, and the fact that being in the UK, which is one of the reasons why I stick with the UK, is that you have got that geographical knowledge of where you are. So you've got some sort of idea whereabouts in the country you are. You get a sort of an idea in your mind. Whereas, as great as some of the content from the rest of the world is, it helps for me anyway, to be able to know where I am. And I'm actually doing a series which is sort of intermittent slightly in Train Sim, what I call my roaming driver series, where basically we will continue a journey from where we got to previously. So trying to get my roaming driver around the country, so which can make it a bit of a challenge when I'm trying to get him from sort of London back up to Edinburgh. Well, there's not all the bits of the UK covered by Train Sim, so occasionally a bit of creative routing has got to be put in, but it's something that's really enjoyable to do. So if I arrive in Birmingham on a route from London to Birmingham via Oxford, well, the next journey I need to take leaves from Birmingham. So if we were doing this, for example, going between Edinburgh and Glasgow, well, then the next journey I did would have to carry on from Glasgow and continue. Well, they're sort of limiting routes from Glasgow, so it does make it really interesting. It actually just saves doing, the same routes over and over again. Okay, so we have arrived in Haymarket. We'll open those doors. So Haymarket, then it's Falkirk. There's the awesome canal wheel, the Falkirk wheel there. Then Croy, and then finally Queen Street in Glasgow. But yeah, really like the train. I'm a huge fan of diesel anyway. I like the noise. A little bit quiet in this one in the cab for me, but I do really like the noise of a diesel. Shame we haven't got any windows we can open in here so that we can hear it a bit more. But it's looking rather nice. There we go. Successful stop. Train ready to proceed to Falkirk High. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, then I will leave a link to below to where you can purchase the route. And also links down there as well to the Discord server that we have, and Twitch as well, where I'm live streaming between 5 and 6 days of the week on Twitch, and once a week doing some trains every single Wednesday evening, which is really enjoyable. Right, hopefully now we get some greens, because we've got on 90. Having some greens would be quite nice. And see if we can gain a bit of speed. Yes, we have. See, from the outside it actually sounds really, really nice. Move that out of the way. Yeah, Train Sim something. Blimey, I've been doing Train Sim well, not just content for the last 4 or 5 years, but Train Sim I've been playing myself since the original train simulator. So going back a long time, which if you'd have told me then that you would get it looking this good and sounding this good and having this sort of variety of routes, it's just I cannot wait to see the future of this. I can't wait to see where it goes. You know, really enjoy getting new content, new routes. And I said my eventual aim will be to get, you know, every route in the UK. It would just be awesome. Okay, so we got some double yellows coming up here now. That speed burst lasted a long time, didn't it? So we'll back off, because then I reckon we're going to get a single yellow here, and then the next one down the line then will be a red. So yay for that. So yeah, if you are new to the content, some of my content can get quite random. I do, if you check out some other stuff, or if you've seen any of my other stuff, yeah, random is definitely a thing. Some professional people will have scripts and things and notes, and we even know what they're going to do beforehand. No, we don't do any of that. Okay, so another double yellow. Let's see if we can. We're due. We're actually on time at the moment, so we should be okay. I am going to keep my eye on this little bit of speed and just bring it back just until we get some greens, because we've got 21 miles to go to Falkirk, so don't really want to be going too slowly. Another double yellow, so we're definitely following something. I'm just keeping my eye on that ETA down in the bottom corner there, just to see if we actually start losing out on time. Hopefully we don't. We had some discussions recently on one of the live streams, about if you had to have just one sim, if there was one game that you could play, what would it be? And it's a difficult one, because I create a lot of different content, flight, trucking, bus and coach sims, train sim, farming, all sorts of stuff that's sort of sim related. But I actually think, and I did say on the stream, that I think it would be train sim, because of the variety of trains, the variety of routes, times of day, the variety of sort of workshop content you can get as well to existing routes, so the different scenarios you can get, and the way it's just as a community and as a platform is continuing to grow and continuing to develop. It's just awesome. It's just really, really great as a place to spend your time. So I do think that train sim would be the one. If I had to only do one, it would be it. It is definitely in my top 3. Trains being first, then 2 and 3 are really tough. It sort of currently doing a lot of farm sim, really like that, very, very relaxing, a bit like this is. But flight is also up there for me, but flight isn't something that I would just jump on and do. Oh, we got a green. Okay, let's give it more speed then. But this, you could quite happily just go, oh, I've got half an hour, I'll nip on and do a quick route. Because even though the actual, the basis of the sim is fairly old now, it just looks and sounds fantastic. And some of the routes, some of the scenery, it's just really, really nice. Right, so we should get a bit of speed up here now. Although we've got a 90 limit coming up soon, just as we get towards the 100. Still getting greens, that's good. I really like the layout of this thing as well. So I'm using Track IR. If you are new to the content, I do use Track IR, which again, for a lot of sims, especially trains, it's just a game changer really, because you just move your head to look around rather than having to use the mouse, and it just makes a lot of difference. One of those little tiny things that just make the whole sim gaming experience a lot better, which is why I've ended up sort of pretty much doing exclusively sim gaming. It's an awesome world with such a variety of stuff to immerse you into. Okay, we've got a 90 limit coming up down here. 16 miles to go to Falkirk. Train there waiting for us by the looks of things. Yep. So build up a little bit of speed. As we come out over here, looking rather nice. That audio is just so nice. It's just one of those where you can just listen to it. Okay, and I do like the fact it's a single lever or single-handed operation as well. So one lever controlling your brake and your throttle. So from an ease of jumping in and doing a route, if you're fairly new to train sim, it's just very simple. Okay, we'll bring that speed down a little bit for the 80 coming up. Another green. Okay, just about 80. And yeah, you know, the fact we got the dirt on the windows and we can bring the blind down if we wanted to. It's the little tiny bits of detail. You know, as I said, I'm a huge fan of DMUs. I'm a huge fan of diesels. I do like something with a large window. I'm not a fan of some of the classes of train where you're looking through a little tiny square porthole here, which is realistic and that's how they are, but I'd rather just see more. So this looks and feels really, really nice. I have spent in the past a long time on a couple of occasions now on stream / YouTube videos in a pacer. I did a 7-hour trip from Edinburgh to London in a pacer, and then did Paddington to Penzance in a pacer. That's a long journey, stopping at every single stop on both of them. So yeah, if that doesn't show the committal to train sim, I don't know what does, honestly. Or madness, it's one of those. I think madness is probably it. Right, we've got 100 limit now. Bring that power back up. Actually going quite well as a small DMU. 12 miles to go till we get to Falkirk. Sounds really nice. Right, heading towards that 100. Will we actually get there this time? Is there a speed limit to this? Nothing posted anywhere. Unusual. Unless someone's stolen the sticker. It's fallen off. It's on the floor somewhere, maybe. So we're due in at 15:58. Our ETA is 15:57. So we're actually roughly on time at the moment. I'm sure that'll change further down the line. it'll obviously hold us there. Oh, flyby. That actually does sound really nice. Yeah, I just wish it was a bit louder in the cab here. That's because I like to hear it. Right, back it off a little tiny bit. Just so we can keep under that 100. We've got 9 miles to go to get to Falkirk. Yeah, it's a Falkirk wheel, isn't there? That's, well, Falkirk, surprisingly. That links 2 different levels of canal, or canal and river. Stunning piece of engineering. It's really, really cool. I don't think it's anywhere near the railway, so I won't be able to see it. I think they've already done this line once or twice now. There's just too many routes, too many scenarios, just not enough time. Right, okay, we've got a 90 coming up, so we'll back off the throttle. Apply a little bit of brake. Bring that speed back down to 90. As we come through there we go. Oh, even sounds nice when it's not, it's almost just ticking over. See, how can you not like that? That's just so nice. I could just sit and listen to that for hours. Right, 7 miles to get to Falkirk. Whipping along. Oh, 100 limit coming up as well, so we can put the power back on. Still roughly on time, actually early by about a minute, so it is going to hold us at Falkirk. Another nice bit of scenery as we come past. Again, one of the reasons why train sim is definitely up there for me, because, you know, scenery, okay, may not be, or graphically may not be the best because of the game engine it's running on. But for me, it's about audio. Audio plays a big part in any sim for me. So having the audio right, which this has got some stunning audio. So I did a trip recently in the 205 and then deemed that to be the best train in train sim, because the audio in the little 2-car version of it was, I've just never heard audio like it in train sim. So it does make a difference. The immersion, the audio is part of the immersion. You know, and visually, yes, it's important, but it's not as important. You know, some of the lines you get a lot of traffic, so a lot of other trains on the line. That makes a difference to me. I would rather have good audio and good other traffic rather than have it graphic looking good, because having that gives it a feel of the line being alive and used. So again, it's all about the immersion, which is what all sorts of sim gaming is about. It's simulating the real experience. It's having that sense that, you know, you are doing this, which is the reason that we all hopefully like sim gaming. Right, still getting greens, that's good. I don't think that's going to be the case all the way into Glasgow. So we're going to get held up at some point. We're only 3 miles away now. 100 limit coming up. No real benefit to actually making our way towards that. You can see we are early, so I'll back it off slightly. Train coming the other way. It is just really, really nice. Nice even. There's words there. Definitely one of those routes, 55 minutes each way, and a couple of different scenarios on, so daytime and nighttime versions of each way, so yeah, you could do this one this way and then come back again in daytime, and then do the other scenario, which is this way at night, and then do the other one, which is coming back at night. So that's 4 hours just on this, without extra scenarios and extra Steam Workshop content. Even just one line, there's probably more hours of gameplay in one line in this than you get in some other full game titles. And it's awesome. You pick up the lines that you want. A lot of people will buy the line where they live. So we'll buy their local line and then use that, and then just expand out. Maybe a train journey you've done a few times. Maybe you took the train on holiday, so you can recreate that line. Maybe taking the train somewhere that you've never been before, or somewhere that you want to go. It's just awesome, and I just love the variety of lines. Variety of different trains, from classics like the HST to some of the modern stuff, to some of the really old Blue Era BR stuff, even Steam. Steam's something that I've never really got into. I would like to do more of it, but never really seen much as far as DLCs are concerned. Perhaps that's something I need to look into, as to getting some Steam, because again, that just looks and feels so nice. Right, in we come into Falkirk. With the train sounding really, really nice. Duck under the bridge. Don't want to hit your head. There we go. Stop at Falkirk. So we've done Edinburgh, Haymarket, now at Falkirk, and we've got Croy and Queen Street, Glasgow to go. So far, really enjoyable journey. So don't forget to check out the links below the video to see more of my content. Say trains, trains. Wow, trains continuing on the channel every single Wednesday in the random form, as this one's turning out to be now. So on Twitch every Wednesday I stream trains on Railway Wednesday, and then also on a Wednesday, normally those streams then go up the week after onto YouTube. So if you can't catch live, you can certainly watch them on YouTube as well. So it is going to hold us here by the looks of things. There we go. Successful can't speak today. Successful stop Train ready to proceed to Croy. Such a professional. Somewhere, I'm sure there is one. Oh, that sounds pleasant. Yeah, it does sound pleasant. Not the most rapid accelerating vehicles. Yeah, he's done a good job with the audio on this. Oh, that's not a view. We'll go back inside then. Okay, some of the external views are quite random. Right, so 9 miles, or just under 10 miles to go until we get to Croy. And then it's our final destination then. Yeah, I really like the fact that in this as well, with Train Sim overall, that there are some, you know, really quick sort of 15-20 minute journeys that you can do. So if you think, oh, I've only got half an hour, I'll just jump on and do that quickly. And there are some really long journeys that can be done. And the fact that you can just enhance your experience by DLCs and add-ons that are available, it's just awesome. It just really, really is. It's one of those that once you bought the standard Train Sim, you can then just add bits as you're able to, and just keep expanding the routes. But you know, with most of them, you get a number of scenarios with each route, and if you did all of those, then that's going to take you some time. So there's a heck of a lot of hours of gameplay within each route. And depending on where and when you're purchasing those, they can be fairly inexpensive, and you can look at some of the older routes that are really good. And over time, which is exactly what I've done, you then build up your database, your catalogue of routes and scenarios, and it just gives you so many options then. And I'm continuing to build my catalogue of Train Sim content, because I like doing new things. Every time there's a new route out, I'll look at it. Certainly the UK, as I said earlier, I want to be able to get to having every single available route in the UK. And we've got this, you know, roaming driver thing that I mentioned, where we're trying to get this driver around the UK. And then when we get the Channel Tunnel, because that's being worked on, and we can then get from London to Paris, well, then we can get across to Paris and then look at getting our roaming driver to the continent. So that's something you can do. It's just, it's awesome. It just really, really is. It's just one of those. It's just so relaxing. And yes, one of the sims I just don't get bored with. It is up there for me. That sounds really nice. Right, 5 miles to go to Croy, where we're roughly on time as well. So speed, I'm just backing off a little tiny bit. So we're due in at 16:09 and 15. Current ETA 16:09:01. So 7 minutes away. a really nice line as well. Lots of good scenery. It's a lovely day. It's just a really, really enjoyable place to be. So yes, Scotland as well, obviously being really nice. Okay, pick up the speed a little tiny bit. I'm sure we're going to get some more yellows. Certainly as we come closer to Glasgow. For the moment, we're doing okay. Hitting greens, and that's what we like to do. It's the unknown. You just don't know, is the next one going to be green? It's not going to be green. And certain trains, again, you're talking different lengths of loco, different braking types, the conditions. So if you're using a route in the rain, in winter, you're going to slide. And I've had several journeys, most of which have been live on streams, where I've just slid past a station because they just won't stop. So I just love how realistic certain aspects of it are. That the braking and the accelerating is as it would be. So the realism is there. Actually, there we go. We've got double yellows, so I'll start bringing the speed down anyway. It's only a mile away. So this next one, I reckon, could be a single yellow. So definitely bring that speed off. I hope you're making it too uncomfortable for our passengers. Okay, yep, single yellow. So the next one is a red. So we've got to be prepared to stop before the next signal. So I'll wait until we can see it, just in case it changed back to a yellow. In fact, they've cut out through this this rock face here as well, just to get the line in. That's a nice straight bit of track. So obviously you could drive with these off, some people do, or you could drive with a minimal version of them on. I like to use them on, certainly when I'm recording content, so that you can see what's going on, you can see how far it is to the next station, you can see what's coming up down here, you can see where the levers are, where the brakes are, and where the brake positioning is, and the G meter over here, so it's easier for your ability, plus it makes it easier for me as well. Just saying. Okay, that's a red. Okay, so we've got a red. Which has now changed to a yellow. So we haven't got long anyway until we are due in. So we just cruise our way in. That audio is so nice. Over the bridge is and in we come to Croy. We're actually very early. Is that going to hold us here? Because we were due in at 16:09. Logically, it should hold us here for over a minute before we then arrive. So what time are we due into Glasgow? 16:25. Okay, it might be okay. So 17 minutes to arrive in Glasgow. We'll see what happens. Yeah, scenery looking rather nice. Not sure if this is what Croy Station looks like. A couple of buses there waiting to pick people up. Station car park looking a little bit empty. Successful stop. Proceed to Glasgow, Queen Street. Okay, 11 miles. Off we go again. Due in at 16:25. ETA 16:23. So 15 minutes time. Providing, of course, we don't get held up along the way. That just sounds really nice. Right then, 11 miles to go. Are we going to get greens all the way? I don't think we will when we get closer to Glasgow. I'm sure that's so tempting. Move a mouse there and hit the emergency brake. We might get a bit of traffic as we get closer. I'm sure we're going to get held up somewhere. Yeah, really liking this train. Really liking the route. So if you're watching on my YouTube channel, then I will leave links to the DLC in the description below, and also links to the Discord server and a Twitch page where you can watch me live 6 days a week. So you stream trains every single Wednesday. Right, still picking up speed, still due in early. 16:23 is our estimated time for arrival. But that all depends on lights on the way in. So I've never been to Glasgow. Been to Edinburgh, never been to Glasgow. Quite nice actually, I should imagine. Quite nice to get the train between the two. Now I know what the route is like. What's that thing over there? That's the thing. It's a wind turbine? Mast. Well, it's something where the top may have fallen off of it, but no, it's just a mast. Right, green light. We should be good. 8.5 miles to go. So 8.5 miles at 90 miles an hour. That isn't going to take us that long, is it? So we are going to get held up somewhere, because that ETE would be oops, truck IR freaking out. That ETA, sorry, would be making a difference. So I'm wondering now, how are we going to get held up along the way? There must be a severe speed restriction coming up. I'm just going to back off the power now. Just in case. Nope. Hello. That's useful. There we go. Right, 95 miles an hour. I knew what I meant. How's it going to take another... minutes. I'm just waiting now for these signals just to change. Because we've only got 5 miles to go. I think it'll take 10 minutes to do 5 miles unless we got an average speed that's severely dropped. I'll come down to an 85. Going to bring the speed back down. I'm just waiting for it now. Something's going to happen. There's going to be a surprise at some point along the way now that's just going to be limiting us. 50. Okay. Right, let's bring that down nice and early. Okay, that's going to be the warning of the speed limit change. So we'll bring that speed way down. Unless we get a red now, which could be a thing. There may be that we get a red light. Well, I've got a 40 coming up. So it is going to bring us down. We'll see what happens. We've only got 2.8 miles to go. It's saying that's going to take us another 9 minutes. Okay, single yellow. So I'm going to bring that, there we go. I'm going to bring that speed down, 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 down. Just in case that next one is a red. Because you never know. Hopefully not, because I don't really want a red. It is a red. Okay. That's fine. We can stop. Oh no, we got a yellow. Okay, no, we got a yellow. Oh, we might be alright. We'll creep through the yellow. We'll keep an eye on the next one, which is just down the other end of the bar, down the bottom there. And it's a 40 coming up anyway. Are we going to make it on time? We're due in... Yeah, we're still early. Due in at 16:25. Our ETA is 16:23. So we're actually due in a minute early. We better bring the power back down. So we're going back down to a 40. Then we got a 30. Another single yellow. Which means the next one's red again. So I did anticipate us being held up a little bit on the way in. But we should be good. We've got 15 coming up after the 30. We're going to slow ourselves down. Ready for this next one, which is a red. Just down there by the tunnel. It's just gone to a yellow. So we're going to get to creep through. So it says we're due in 5 minutes time. So I reckon we're going to get held up again. How is it still saying we're going to be due in 4 minutes now? Unless we're going to get severely held up. Okay, that's a red. So they're going to hold us here in the tunnel. Okay, now we've got a yellow. Creep our way forward. I overstopped on that one. Okay, creep through the yellow. The next one's going to be a red. Or actually, they might take us straight in to our platform. Because we've only got half a mile to go until we get there. Bring that speed down. I'm ready for that 15. And it's a slight downward slope as well. And yet, yellow platform 4. And in we come slowly. So apologies about the fixed view that we've got now inside my track IR, which I used to look around. As you can see, decided to freak out slightly. The joys of technology. So I've got a locked view. It's fine, we can still see where we're going. Careful not to speed up too much. As we come down into Queen Street. Hopefully not going in this track here, hopefully around this one around here. Definitely rather nice, really enjoyable route. Don't really want to be crashing into the barrier at the other end now. And there we go. Let everybody off. What a great route. And really, really nice train as well. It's not going to hold us up waiting. So yeah, thanks for that. So yeah, I will leave a link in the description below to where you can watch me live on Twitch. To where you can also catch... but you can also join the Discord server. Fell apart. And also where you can purchase the route itself, which is awesome and highly, highly recommended. Thanks to Dovetail for helping to promote the content. Really do appreciate that as well. We will now wait for our passengers to get off. There we go. Well done. That was a successful drive. It was indeed. Most enjoyable. So there we go. 965 XP gained. A little bit of speeding, but generally was okay. Rather nice. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that journey. So plenty more to come from me. Live streaming every Wednesday on Twitch with some train sim and trains going out on the channel every single Wednesday as well on Whaleway Wednesday. So do check out that other content from me. We will end that there then. Until the next time, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.